Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 442 podcast. I'm Azar Mathani, and as always, I'm joined by the wonderful Tommy Sondi.
That's me.
And the risen Tony O.
Well done. Morning, boys. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. We start the pod off by getting an honest-to-goodness laugh out of Tony. We can just call it there.
Yeah, there was a lot of desperation for Jesus to score this weekend. He was never going to score. Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm just saying, I think I showed incredible restraint with the amount of Easter jokes and puns I tossed in the group chat.
He did?
Yeah. Everyone sure did show a lot of restraint. Yeah.
I held off.
Not for a lack of trying.
Well, look,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, though, maybe if the game was a little bit more interesting, I would have been motivated to toss a few more, because, woof.
I loved it.
I mean,
No, you can't love it. It can also be a terrible game.
I think that's exactly what you said last time. I loved it then, too. So, yeah.
there's only one group of people who like this game, and they're Arsenal fans. It's the
Yeah.
only
Liverpool fans probably.
I really loved how upset Ahmed was that we didn't win at full time. It's like, hey, we're not here to do your work for you, okay? You had your chance, and you did nothing. Twice. And, yeah. I was, hopeful that we would get the win. But, without Martinelli, we just lack any kind of speed up top on the counter. I thought we were really on the edge a lot. Saka, still
look tired. Yeah.
Not tired.
Both teams looked absolute dog shit going forward.
Saka's suffering from Achilles tendonitis, right? Which is why he was sent back from the England camp. And he looked it. He just looked like he couldn't run. But the only player who had any energy was Jesus, and he was playing left back. So, yeah,
So is Arteta trying to learn from Nagelsmann now? He's putting his attackers at
You gotta wait. Hey, it unlocked Havertz. You never know, man. Maybe Jesus starts at left back. He gets up front, gets on a cross.
To be fair, Jesus had the most shots in the game. He had the best.
Yeah,
to score.
but when you look at those shots, they were bad shots.
He had one that was decent with his left. The rest, I agree with you, were bad shots. There was one where he floored Rico Lewis, and then he just decided to keep dancing. It was
he kept
nuts.
Going. Just
But it's very Jesus
I guess
as well.
I didn't mention the score at any point. If you couldn't tell, it was City 0, Arsenal 0, and
Amazing.
2 hours of my life I'm not going to get back.
I know. I was
First
gonna say,
time-
how many?
I hustled home for this one. I was like, great, big game.
Nice
Let's
one,
go.
you.
Group chat's
That's not
buzzing.
us. Yeah,
All
that's
of you
us.
guys were
look,
there. You were
I
ready
have to
for
come
the
and cover this
narrative.
game the next
The
day.
whole world
I have
was
to come and get this.
They were all ready for the narrative. Arsenal going to ship, 3-4 goals, going to choke.
No!
Gary
When did we say that? I just wanted a
We-
watchable game.
Talking in general. Yeah, Gary Neville is spinning
Okay,
this.
so why are you
spiel that we
lumping
had.
us in? Why are you lumping us in? Whole world. We're part of the world, Tony.
We hold ourselves the higher esteem.
On
than Gary
Easter,
Neville,
too.
okay?
What would
no.
Jesus think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus
Sure.
comes back from the dead, has to watch this game. He's going back into that cave.
Jesus was playing in this game. He could have made it more exciting.
Nah. This game was proof that there is no God.
Okay. Well, I'm not going there. But, yeah.
Making enemies on Easter weekend,
yeah.
that's what I'm doing.
I enjoyed this game. Gabriel was fantastic. Declan Rice was fantastic, as you'd expect. I think Saliba, he got man of the match.
Yeah, that was
No.
weird.
Yeah,
That was
I'm
weird.
very
That
narrative
was
driven.
He was the
was very
shakiest
shaky.
of the Arsenal.
He was
back
very
line.
shaky in the beginning. He grew into it, but Gabriel, as a senior defender, got him through it. He doesn't get the credit he deserves. I think he's been the best center back this season. But
He's definitely been better than Saliba. Saliba gets the plaudits from last year, which he deserved. He was excellent last year. He's been good this year as well, but I think you're right. Gabriel he's been the glue.
I think Saliba is smoother on the ball. He looks smoother on the ball, right? So, maybe he catches your eye more. Gabriel takes your most physical guy and smashes him. That's Yeah, that's what you need. You need a guy who just takes the biggest guy in the room and chins him. That's what Gabriel does. Erling Haaland has had like 0.01 xG in 3 games against us.
He must have had more for that one chance
He
he
didn't
missed
hit
right
the
at
ball.
the end.
He didn't hit the ball.
Oh, so it didn't count?
Yeah. So,
I thought surely you'd accumulate some XG for that.
Yeah, he missed
Come on
it.
now. Hey,
Glitched.
if the model is not counting XG for that, the model is broken.
I feel like we've said this before, where he just glitches. He just glitched in front of goal. It was weird. How do you not make a connection? The guy's such a weird footballer, man. Like, that's why I was checking before. I was like, is this guy still top scorer? I'm like, how is he still top scorer? I don't get
Because
it. Like,
you know what he's gonna do. Whoever they play next or whatever it is, he's gonna smash 4 against Luton or something. Do you know what I mean? Like that's how he's gonna get his goals.
I feel like he had a crazy start to the season, and he's just been shit since.
Maybe
like,
the injury he had has really hampered him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe.
But
I
thought the best chance of this game was when Odegaard sent Trossard in, and Trossard should have crossed it.
Man.
Did not
goal,
pass
but
it. I was
couldn't believe
fuming in the group chat.
believe
I
it.
just wanted to see a goal.
Had to square
I
it to
tell you what,
Martinelli.
I was just
Martinelli, yeah.
not even goal. I was like, I just want to see someone put together an attacking move at some point in this game.
In that situation, it's Martinelli you want there because he has the sprint speed to escape. I think it was from Akanji, and Trossard doesn't have that speed. And
But Trossard also didn't need to have the speed in that situation. He just needed to get his head up. And
I will
see the
say,
pass.
I don't think that chance, if he passes it to Martinelli, I don't think it's as big a chance as people think because the ball still has to travel a long way. That's what he should have done, but I think Arsenal just need to invest in actual speed and power up front because it's clear that's what we're lacking. But hey, we're still in the room, still in the conversation.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of speed and power, I saw a someone online who compared, who said that Jeremy Doku was just a less jacked Adama Traore, and it tickled me.
He's not good.
He was not good when he came on.
Yeah,
he was
he's just
not good.
He can dribble. Okay, show me something else. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. You can beat your defender 1v1. How useful is that skill if you can't do anything else afterwards? I especially loved Pep giving Jack Grealish the chat of death. Like, yeah, at full time. Yeah. Don't know what he was complaining about, but
I'm sure he had instructions, and Grealish probably didn't do what he wanted.
Grealish did more than any of.
He created, yeah.
He created a lot of danger, right? Like, I don't know, not a lot of danger, but he created more danger than any of the other forwards. I didn't think KDB was at his best.
KDB has not looked great since
he
coming
hasn't.
back from injury.
Barring that one
he
game.
just,
He
just
had a
looks
couple
like
of games. Yeah.
Everything's like a couple of degrees off, like half a step off with him now.
He's slower,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, Tommy has said that he's slower, and maybe there's something to that. I have to say that, but even just standard things like crossing and...
That's what I was saying. Like, it's just like slightly off. Like, it'll be slightly overhit, slightly underhit.
Yeah.
Like, we're so used to seeing KDB put everything on a dime that it's weird to see him like this.
Yeah.
I still think it's the haircut.
Could be that.
You want to go to Grealish's barber, you're going to drop down to his level.
I kind of hope he cuts it now, and then he just goes off and proves the theory.
Sometimes weird stuff like that, it makes a difference, man. Saka, when he bleached his hair, didn't score in like 4 games. He cuts his hair, yeah, first game back, he's scoring, so you never know.
I was just gonna say, like, City, like, they were frustrated. They had no shots from open play in this game. Oh, their only shot was from...
No, they had shots.
Shots or
no,
shots on target?
On target.
They had one shot on target. That was
I meant
Nathan Ake.
Yeah.
That was it, which was a pretty decent chance.
That was a pretty good chance. Yeah, the Ake one.
It came off his shoulder, I think. But yeah, after that, they didn't really offer much. But
I think you just gotta give credit to Arsenal's defending on that one. When
Yeah.
every cross that comes in is being cleared, and it's just like that's on your defender's positioning. They know where to be, and clearing danger. And I think Arsenal just, you know what, they said like, listen, we don't City need to win. You know what I mean? They have to come out and earn the points here. And Arsenal's banking on Liverpool screwing up at least once in the next 8 games, and if they can go on their run, they get the league. So title race is on. It starts now.
I mean, no, it's definitely an excellent result for Arsenal, but
the Mourinho,
God.
Very excellent.
school of thought.
Can I contact Fubo for a refund for 2 hours of watching?
While you're on it, can you tell them to fix their freaking interface? But yeah.
That might be a step too far.
Yeah. As I was saying, it's the Mourinho school of, I guess, champion.
Shithousery.
Yeah. Win at home, draw away.
Yeah.
That was his
Yeah.
model. So we'll see if it still works. But congratulations to Arsenal women on winning the Conti Cup. That was a much more exciting game.
There's some actual fireworks in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that push at the end of the match there from Emma Hayes. So.
Yeah, she's a terrible loser. Always has been. Frida Monum collapsed actually off the ball, which was quite scary. But,
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think I read an update since, and she's stable, so that's good. Not quite sure what happened, but yeah, good weekend for the Arsenal.
Good weekend for Arsenal Football Club.
Yeah.
Oh, another team that had a good weekend because they finished at top of the Premier League is Liverpool. They beat Brighton 2-1 just before the Arsenal City game. Mohamed Salah with the winner.
What a goal by Wolves. What a goal by
Yeah.
Wolves. That guy was.
You know what? I still have such a soft spot for that guy.
love
Wells.
Welbeck, man. I don't even know why. He's just so lovable. I love Welbeck. Yeah, even
tried.
Brighton fans, yeah.
Everyone loves Welbeck. Man.
Yeah.
He tried the rest of the game to try and score another
did.
goal like that, and
He
maybe
did,
to the
yeah.
detriment of some chances.
Yeah, it took a lot of shots from tight angles, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Salah, I was gonna say Salah had a record
He
12
must have,
12
yeah,
shots.
he did.
this game, and I was just like praying watch this game because I had a cat for fantasy, just like come on, one more, please, one more. And
He took a
came
lot
close.
of bad
He came
shots.
close, but
He took a lot of
shots,
bad
too.
shots. Yeah,
Indeed,
like
yeah.
self. But I mean, that's what he is. Liverpool, they're just chance creating machines, man. Just over and over, just chance after chance after chance. They give you a chance the other way, but yeah.
Yeah.
You
I was gonna say, add McAllister. Boy, he's really grown on me in terms of just appreciating how good of a footballer this guy is, because he was
He's playing
in
his
his
position.
number 8 role. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just phenomenal out there. His passing, work rate, tackling, everything, just really good.
Like Tony said, it's where you want him, right? Because they were initially playing him as a
Playing him as
6, and that
six,
just it's not right at all
Yeah.
for him. Like you push him further up the field, he's magic.
Yeah,
Like he was one of the
should-
best
should.
players for Argentina in the World Cup.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a good player.
Yeah.
Keen to impress against his old club. Yeah, I mean Brighton had some chances, but don't think they had the quality really. Kwanzaa's developing really nicely as well. Yeah, Liverpool. I mean, you know, Tommy didn't think they'd be here at this point, but here they are. Still,
I'm
you
still
still don't
thinking of
think
all those teams. I feel like
they've
Liverpool
lost the
can-
least
still
number
gonna
of
miss.
games.
They're still gonna miss. They're gonna mess up in this 8-game run in whatever it is.
I think they're
No,
all
I-
going to mess up though. I
You
think.
think everyone will? Okay.
Yeah, I do. I don't think.
I
City will
hope
be
I
perfect.
hope everyone messes up. It's a lot more fun when teams
Oh,
take
yeah.
turns messing up as opposed to everyone just winning every game.
Like
It won't.
you look, I can look at it. I look at it and I feel like Liverpool could win every game, but I don't think they will. Right? Like Man United, they'll win that. Sorry. Everton, they'll win that. Tottenham, they'll win that. Like there's not really a game that you can say Liverpool probably won't win, but they might mess up here or there. It's just, it could be a random game like Sheffield United. You never know.
Let's hope it's not.
It won't be Sheffield United.
Yeah.
You can pick any of the other games. You can't pick that game.
Yeah, we'll come to them. But yeah, that's the beauty of this. All the teams can win all their games, but their feeling is that they won't. So who messes up the least? That's kind of where we're at now.
Yeah, for sure. But Liverpool stay top for now. Slim, but there.
I mean, speaking of teams messing up games.
Oh my god!
Oh, is this section now? Are we in this section?
We are officially in the clown section of the podcast.
Let's go.
We'll kick it off with clown number 1. Man United drawing 1-1 away to Brentford, scoring in the 96th minute, conceding in the 98th, 99th minute.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Just look, if you're looking for peak comedy, this is how you do it. This is how you do comedy. You need that setup. And just at the absolute height of it, you take it away. This is comic perfection. Also, Mason Mount is alive.
Yeah.
Isn't that fun? Isn't that nice? So you gave us a little bit of something. You gave us a little bit of a Mason Mount goal, and then you take it away. Brilliant. 31 shots conceded.
Fuck.
Brilliant.
Oh.
They hit the bar on us
I also think
3 times, something like that. Brilliant. This is peak comedy. Also, 2 more injuries in our defense. Brilliant.
Varane, he's mastered the dolphin, man.
Varane,
he gets injured, he just does the dolphin. I saw that, I'm like, oh, he's fucked. It's like, it's become a bit of a thing now. United,
it's... Look.
You somehow...
comedy, man.
Like,
no, you have to watch every single one of our games, because it's always going to be entertaining. For who? No one knows, but it's going to be entertaining.
Yeah, you keep you keep hitting new lows. Like, I keep thinking you can't get any worse, and you find ways. Like, you should have lost that game like 7-1. It was nuts.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know what Brentford were doing.
That is, I feel like I say this
score.
every 2 or 3 weeks on the podcast. I come on and I'm like, wow, that was the worst game United have played this season.
This was
it's
bad,
true every time.
This was really, really bad.
I don't like
just watching this game like the entire time. Like, wow, United are shit now. It was just crazy.
When I was watching this game while playing some video games with friends, I was like on a call with them, playing some games while also watching this game.
Mm-hmm.
I'd look away and do something in the game, look back up, and I'd be like, how are we still defending a corner? It felt like we were defending set pieces for 90 minutes.
They just kept you in. You're so
It's
bad
insane.
without the ball. Garnacho was a disgrace. Rashford was a disgrace. McTominay was a disgrace. I'm just watching these guys. I'm like, there is no desire to win the ball back. It's like they just turn around. I'm like, okay, we're probably going to concede now. Oh, we didn't concede. Oh, we lose possession. We're probably going to concede now. It just continues. Like, Varane had to put out all the fires. No wonder the guy's body is on its last ligament.
It's like I felt so bad. Like, Onana generally he made so many saves.
It is. And you know the worst part? You know how Liverpool, they cheat, right? They cheat by leaving, not running back so that they can create a lot of danger going forward. I don't remember you guys having any chances apart from I know you had, 11 shots? They had 11 shots, I think.
Yeah.
I think
Ours were not like from
distance.
Ours were not like, ours were not like from within the box. Like, I remember a couple of good shots we had, but they were shots from outside the box.
Yeah.
It was like, I think Anthony had one where he cut in and
curled
one.
Yeah, he curled.
The Mount one was the only one that I remember actually being inside the box, and that was the goal. But, just astonishing stuff. Man, like, our shape is... We just don't look coached, man.
And then
I don't know what
Ten Hag comes out. I don't know how he still has that job. It's nuts. He comes out afterwards and his excuse is, we need to give credit to Brentford. They made it difficult for City. They almost drew with City. They made it difficult for Liverpool. They almost drew with Liverpool. It's like, shut up, man. Do your job. Your team, you've been there for 2 years. You've not coached this team in 2 years. They look worse than when he took over. It looked worse. It's crazy. Man, I mean, yeah. I just look at it, I'm like, I don't get it. I just don't get. There's so much wrong with the club. So much.
Hey, you don't get it. Imagine having to support them.
I mean, Tommy's been quiet now because his section's
he knows. We will get to clown number 2. We will get to clown number 2. Don't you worry.
Yeah,
I know. But you know
yeah.
what I have found out is that if you want to wake Tony up, just let him talk about Man United. Like, just look at him, man.
The standards are so low, man. The standards are so low. Like, I keep hearing United fans saying,
you say the standards are so low. I don't think we have standards anymore.
I want to give Ten Hag a chance under the new regime. I'm like, why? He's not done anything to earn it. He's recruited these players.
This is the time where this is the time now since January, basically, when he's auditioning for the new regime.
He doesn't deserve
How is
an
he?
audition.
You can't tell me. Yeah, you can't tell me he's earned the right to stay on beyond this. Like, so what? If he goes into a meeting with Radcliffe and Brailsworth and possibly Dan Ashworth or whatever, what does he say to paint himself in a good light? Like, here we beat Liverpool with Anthony at left back. I mean, you and I both know that's a freak result. Like, you look at every single other game, we're conceding 20 plus shots to everyone. We conceded 30 plus shots to Brentford. Brentford had over 80 touches in our box. Mm-hmm. That is the most of any team against anyone else this season. That's more than what City had against us. And City also had us camped in our box. It's nuts.
It shows you...
go ahead.
I was going to say, like, the equalizer. You saw, like, Tony, how much time he had. He could do whatever he wanted, round with 3 players, and then
Martinez
puts the ball up. Yeah, it's just no real pressure.
It's a classic cutback.
It's just a cutback. We always concede off the cutback.
Conceding all season. It's it's crazy. Honestly,
you think that when at this point in the season they would have learned that when someone has a ball at the byline, someone on our team just needs to go and stand at the penalty spot.
Should be in
just
number
stand
6.
there.
But whoever that is.
It's not great when McTominay is. And, like, I felt bad for Kobe Mainu because everyone's just abandoned him in midfield. They're like, all right, you started 1 game for England, you did pretty well. You get to go from Jude Bellingham to fucking Scott McTominay.
I was having a conversation with someone. I'm like, he mentioned he doesn't think Mainu's gonna reach the levels he's supposed to, and I do think there's been a lot of. Team. I was gonna say I do think there's been a lot of hype about his performances because of the shit show he's in. Reminds me a little bit of when Guendouzi was at Arsenal, and just because he looked competent and he was surrounded by David Luiz and Socrates and Ceballos. But I don't know, man. I feel like you have a really talented player, and you guys are just determined to destroy.
We're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah,
we're gonna fuck it up.
There's zero potential.
That is my biggest fear with Mainu because his talent is insane. Like you can see just in his technical ability, the way he controls the ball, the way he moves. It's wonderful. And we're gonna fuck it up. It's gonna happen.
The guy had no one to pass.
He's gonna be good. He's gonna be good. He's gonna peak at 22, and then gonna be downhill from there because we want to put a team around him that allows him to grow.
There's that.
All right, shall we move on to clown show number 2? All right, clown number 2. Chelsea 2, Burnley 2. Burnley, we're down to 10 men for most of this game. Like, 60, 70 minutes?
Worst decision I've seen it's probably not even true that it's the worst decision I've seen in ages because refereeing has been shocking. But the decision to give a penalty for that and then send the guy off and then send company off just shows no emotional intelligence. And
it's crazy. It's crazy how this game makes me want to go back international break.
Man, if we could just replace the entire season with an international break, that would be lovely. Like, I'll watch Pakistan lose 7-0 to Jordan again and again and again.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll suffer through watching Poland's dire play as opposed to Chelsea. But
yeah, you were happy at the end of it. Were you happy at the end of watching Chelsea? Not really. I mean, the way they felt comfortable to play with 10 men. Like, they had chance. They hit the post, didn't they? Late on. After making it 2-2.
Yeah, Jay
then
Rodriguez hit a post
missed
and
the
put the rebound over.
Yeah. For
Wow.
a team to have, yeah.
It's just...
You know, it's a kind of game where I'm just like, you know, I'm not sure it would have helped that much, but maybe having Thiago Silva in there just to, you know, put some composure in that squad.
I mean,
if it helps,
I
don't know.
Tommy, if it helps, Burnley didn't have their top scorer because David Fofana is on loan from Chelsea.
I know, yeah. I actually forgot about that because I was thinking before, like, damn, that guy's probably gonna score against us. But I remembered that we had loaned him, so I was like, thank God. But then they still scored 2 goals. So
Can't even keep track of Chelsea's own players at this point. It's too many.
Nico Jackson was awful. He was genuinely awful on the day. The guy cannot finish, man. For all his energy, he's very Yaya Sanogo. Just all legs, all limbs, no quality in his boots. It's nuts.
I mean, for me, there were probably only 2, I would say, good performances, and it was Palmer and Caicedo. Like, for that game, for me, it's only two players I thought it would. Yeah, Caicedo's been pretty consistently good the last.
Yeah, I haven't seen Caicedo as being your best midfielder. I didn't think he was good in this game. I didn't think any of your midfielders were good in this game.
Enzo was off. Gallagher was off. Even I was happy
even
to see I was happy to see.
What do you mean, even Mudryk?
Well, I was like, what are you talking about?
Always
even Mudryk. The guy, that red card was because it was the worst first touch I remember seeing. The guy's one-on-one with the keeper. His first touch goes backwards. The referee's so confused. It's like, oh, he must have taken him out. No, it's just very bad technique from Mudryk. Yeah.
The whole sequence was terrible, but I was happy to see Mudryk start over Sterling, and I was like, okay, this is decent. Okay, good.
Yeah.
We have
How do you feel now?
something better.
How do you feel now?
Well,
I mean, Sterling comes on. He creates the equalizer, no?
He creates the nice. I think it was a nice little back heel flick for Palmer. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, listen, it's just at this point in the season, do I care about these league results? No, we have a cup semifinal against City. That's what I care about. That's what I'm there for. These
league games, back to this league result.
No.
You don't get to spend £1 billion in God knows how many months, and then forget about league play. Like, no, you don't get to do that. Pochettino comes out at
I will be using that excuse next week for United. But that's good.
That's Liverpool. Fine. You're playing Burnley, for God's sakes. They're 19th. We've been saying all season they're shit. And somehow you go and give them, 2 points. I mean, it felt like you lost. You basically lost 2-2.
I mean, come on, let's be honest. This is a loss. There's no other
you basically lost 2-2. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Pochettino comes out. He says the stats say that we should be 4th. Yeah. I'm just like, what's going on with these coaches, man? Like,
what stats is he looking at?
I don't know.
I want to know what stats he's looking at, and I would love some of those stats.
Yeah.
He talks so much garbage, like nonsense, and it's so hard to take this guy seriously. Do you know what I mean? Like it just how do the players do it? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're not because you can see our play, right? And for me, it's like, you look at United. You guys are saying you saw Garnacho, you saw Rashford. These guys, they don't give a shit. You know what I mean? When they're defending and all that stuff. I look at these players and I'm like, they still seem to be trying. They just look
That's what's clueless. Sad. That's
maybe
sad.
worse. Yeah. I can't tell if that's worse or not.
but what I'm saying, it's for me, this is almost 100% on the coach. You think, you know what I mean? They should know. Okay, listen, we're going to change our shape for this because they're down 10, so we want to control the ball more, or we want to limit the chances of a counterattack or whatever, right? The team just hasn't. It's shown they haven't really been coached that well. I think that's just plain and simple, right? Right there.
The players are also just not very good. There is that. Yeah.
But here's the thing with the players. They've shown that on certain occasions they could be very good.
When?
It's just there's no consistency.
When?
I've seen Gusto have great games. I've seen
Okay.
Disasi have great games. I've seen
Let's talk.
Badiashile
No.
have good games.
You can talk about the defense. I agree. There's some quality there. Let's move further forward.
Oh, yeah, let's
Midfield
move
and
forward.
attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer. That's it. That is
Cole Palmer.
it. That's it.
Gallagher's
He's
Gallagher's
not
having
good.
games.
He just runs a
Yes,
lot. He just
he
runs
has
a
good
lot.
games. He's had.
I
he's
watched
had
this
good
guy on a counter attack. He's trying to switch the field this way. The ball goes out this way. Gallagher is not good at football. He just runs he runs a
no
lot.
look pass, Tony. No look pass. That's skill.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
there's quality there. Just there's no consistency. That's one of the big issues. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the truth.
So Cole Palmer and Gallagher, that's it. Is that what we're saying?
No, Caicedo's, Enzo's another guy. Enzo's another guy who's just been super hot and cold, whereas Caicedo's been more consistent. I'm not going to mention Jackson because we know that.
Let me ask
I
you
think-
something. Let's look at who's above you. Let's say Aston Villa. Do you think Aston Villa would take Gallagher? Do you think they would take who else did you call? Enzo. Do you think they would take?
Yeah, they would.
Why? What does Gallagher offer? What is Enzo good at? People still keep telling me this guy is good. What's he good at?
He's really good at passing.
No, he's not.
He's really good at helping Portuguese teams balance the bank sheet.
Yeah, and that too. Yeah.
What's he good at football wise?
He is good at. He's a good passer of the ball for sure. He's good under pressure as well.
So is Elneny. Elneny's pass numbers are good. Yeah. What's Enzo good at? He's passing. What are his passes doing? He's passing at 90% completion. Okay, fantastic. What are those passes doing?
Okay,
Yeah.
so at some point though, some of that is also what his coach is telling him to do, right? And how he's being coached. You can put a blame you want on a player.
Enzo
but
looks
if he's
slow to me,
playing-
man. He
but
lacks
if he's
agility.
playing-
I
if
wouldn't
he's
want
playing in
Enzo
the
anywhere
system-
near my team. I just wouldn't want Enzo anywhere near my team. I think he's got decent ball striking. Yeah, he's just an underwhelming. He's the most expensive midfielder in Premier League history, right? I think he's still.
I think it might be Caicedo now.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Hey,
my God.
in further Chelsea news, Romeo Lavia is
Who?
not going to be able to play for the rest of the season. Tom, you should be
Why
aware
would
you
he
signed
play?
him for about 70 mil, was
Why-
it,
why would he
last
play?
summer?
Apparently he played against Crystal Palace. He has
15
30
In
minutes.
December.
minutes.
We should point
Yeah.
out, in December.
Yeah.
And we're only realizing this now.
Yeah. I don't even remember.
Did you win that game?
I
Probably
don't
not,
remember,
huh?
Tony. I
Okay.
don't remember.
I
the
know,
game.
I think they
remember
beat
seeing it.
Palace.
Yeah.
Really?
We always beat Palace.
Oh,
Palace.
no, but it wasn't that game, was it? It couldn't have been
it
that
not?
game. I remember the game you're
I-
talking about, but I don't think it was
Yeah.
that game. Because
I
I
thought
I
they
watched that
scored
game. I
late
didn't
and won.
see Latvia, so
We didn't.
And I felt
I
recent.
don't believe it. I think it's
Yeah.
just a
Okay,
press
maybe
thing.
they
Said
didn't beat
played.
Palace in that game. Who knows? Let's move on. We spent a lot of time, more time than I thought, on
on
Chelsea.
the conquest section, yeah, why not?
But don't forget,
yeah,
these two
I-
teams
hey.
are playing each other on Thursday. So just note.
Yes, sir.
Chelsea did win that game. They beat Palace 3-1 in the one I was thinking of, but they also beat Palace 2-1 in December. And I can
Good on
confirm
Lavia.
the
100%
stats
win
say-
rate, baby.
Yeah, the stats say Lavia came on.
Wow. That's what the stats say, but there's no video footage. We can't believe it.
What do our eyes say, Tony? What do our eyes say? Can we believe the stats? After all, the stats say that Enzo is a good passer of the ball. But yeah, United Chelsea on Thursday. That's going to be shit. It's going to be it's going to be very fun for everyone who doesn't support these
Hey,
teams.
I mean, it's a potential FA Cup final, so it might be just like a warm-up game. So.
Oh my God! Don't say shit like that, man. No.
Let's move on quickly now to Newcastle 4, West Ham 3, an absolutely insane game. Newcastle coming back from 3-1 down to win 4-3 in this one. Harvey Barnes off the bench with 2 goals. Calvin Phillips off the bench for just another horrible showing. I've never seen a man play himself out of an international team quicker.
Play himself out of the Premier League quicker. Maybe, yeah.
He's on loan, huh? And I
Yeah.
think they have
He's
an
on
option
loan.
to buy. Don't think they will be
It's
exercising
not, they're
that
not
option.
fine.
Yeah. No, what an impact. What an impact. I think he came on at 3-1, right? Came on at 3-1.
He came on at 3-1, conceded a penalty within about 5-10 minutes, I want to say.
Then got beat for the winner.
Yep.
Beat for the winner. There seems to be some controversy about the penalty. I don't know why there is. I just think it's very poor awareness from what's his face? From Phillips. He just has no idea that Anthony Gordon's behind him. He won his first penalty like that as well, right? It was the same thing in the first half, where he just nips in front of the guy and then gets taken out. I think it's just smart forward play, and it's sloppy.
I don't think it should be a penalty.
Well, why though? He kicks him. Doesn't he kick him?
It's the other way. Like is he not like clearing the ball?
Okay.
Right, and then just like.
Well, but he doesn't play the ball. He doesn't play the ball.
He kicks him.
Does Gordon ever have control of the ball?
He's in front of him.
But does Gordon ever have the ball?
Gordon gets his foot in front of him.
You could argue that if he doesn't get kicked, he would control the ball.
I don't know. For me, like it was just.
It is game. I don't even want to say it's gamesmanship. It is he won the penalty, but that's part of football. He won the penalty, but it's not like he. Okay, do you think Gordon dived? He didn't dive, right?
I'm just saying. But I'm just saying there can be a middle ground where like okay, it's not a penalty, but you can argue your points. But yeah.
If it's not a penalty, then are you giving a free kick to West Ham in that situation?
You got to get something.
Because there is a foul there.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
If you just let that go, then people are going to be allowed to kick everyone all the time.
I think it just looks like it's unfortunate if you think. Look, I don't think it's unfortunate, but it looks unfortunate.
I think people are a little bit more mad about it because it's Gordon and he is a rat-faced Victorian looking boy. But I do think it's a penalty.
Yeah, I do, and
yes, so it's not cut and dry, but
it's less cut and dry.
If I'm Gordon,
I do think
if I'm
Gordon's coaches, I'm very happy with him because I'm like, you've done well, you've hustled for it, and you nipped in front of him. If I'm Calvin Phillips' coach, I'm like, take a fucking look around you.
Yeah.
Like,
if
have
I'm
a
Phillips,
look.
I'll feel like I got done. I'll be really disappointed that I didn't know where I was, and he never looks like he knows where he is. Calvin Phillips. I think it is very telling that he's the one that conceded that penalty. Very telling, right? Like he's just asleep. He's playing like.
Well,
he's asleep.
it also if you watch the replay, it comes because he hesitates on the clearance.
Exactly.
And that's when Gordon comes in.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I mean, either way, Newcastle were after that point just the better team. And
I think they were better throughout. It was weird. West Ham scored 3 on the break, but it didn't feel like they were ever in control. I mean, nice goal from, I can't remember, was it Antonio that scored the first one?
It was a great ball from Paquetá over the top.
He was good. Paquetá was good. He's been good.
West Ham don't win if Paquetá doesn't play, and then they can't defend when Alvarez isn't shielding their back four. It's a weird situation where they're so reliant on these two players. And in this game, Alvarez wasn't there.
I just feel like they're not very good in general. And
when they do get results, it's largely because these two are both there.
Yeah.
Sorry. Mourinho is looking to come back to Premier League. And,
that would be sad.
West Ham.
That would be very sad. Look, I don't think Mourinho's ego can take him to West Ham.
You don't think his ego can take West Ham?
I don't think so.
London.
He's never managed a club that low. I don't see it.
I mean,
there's no prestige
West
there.
Ham, Roma. Like it's not the biggest.
No. This is disrespectful.
That's very disrespectful.
This is disrespectful.
This is why people hate Premier League teams or Premier League fans. How can you say West Ham, Roma? There's not a big leap there. Roma are here. West Ham are all the way down here in terms of football heritage.
Okay, Tony. I'm not talking about heritage.
I said prestige.
I'm talking. Let's say the amount of money he can probably spend. He's going to be able to spend way more at West Ham than he's going to spend at Roma.
Mate, the moment you start managing West Ham, you look like a finished manager. You look finished once you get to West Ham.
What's your opinion of Mourinho right now? Do you think he's a finished manager right now?
Oh, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Mourinho. Mourinho doesn't think Mourinho manages West Ham. He just doesn't.
The dude went to Tottenham, man. I just don't really think he cares too much, man, about
It's
that
a big difference.
Tottenham were a consistent Champions League
It's
team.
a big difference.
West Ham. Come on now, Tommy.
Yeah.
I know you dislike Spurs, but that is some dumb shit you just said. That is up there with the Muniz stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mourinho's like your favorite manager ever. Wouldn't it be a bit sad to see him managing West Ham? If I saw Wenger managing West Ham, it'd kill me inside. I want Wenger managing West Ham.
It wouldn't hurt. I'm just saying. There's a possibility if that job is vacant this summer and he's been expressing that he wants to come back.
If Mourinho ends up at West Ham, that tells you that Mourinho is broken.
Yep.
Something is broken inside of that man.
I think
too proud.
I think he wants a Portugal job. I think he wants an international job at this point.
I think he wants the England job.
International job. Yeah, England. He wants a chance to win something prestigious, not the Conference League, but the World Cup. So, yeah. I mean, listen, it would be very funny to see Mourinho be shit with West Ham. I'll give you that, but I don't see it.
I mean, if you look at the league table, managing West Ham might be better than managing Chelsea right now.
Yeah, I mean,
they're all pretty close. They're all on the same boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Tommy.
It's 4 points. It's 4 points Tommy, between 7th and.
Tommy, are you on page 1? Are you on page 1? No, let me check.
No, they're not. I'll save you the time, Tony. They're not.
Yeah, we're not going to be there. Well, I mean, yeah.
But you're so close. You just told me you're so close.
There is 5
so close, but so far.
7th and 12th, so it is actually pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how mid-table
works. A lot
works.
of flip-flopping in there. Yeah.
Not a lot of flip-flopping with Chelsea. You've been on page 2 for a while, but
hey, they could come back up to page 1 in midweek.
Yeah,
and you might get positive goal difference.
Yeah,
I
know.
Things to look forward to. Yeah.
You know what's going to happen? It's going to be a draw. Chelsea are not going to move to 10th. We're going to stay at 0 goal difference. But, okay, we've spent so much time on this stuff. Let's move on quickly. Spurs 2, Luton 1. Heung-min Son with a late winner. Spurs had their chances in this one. It's good to see Timo Werner in the Premier League sometimes. The man just brings me joy. Brendan Johnson got a couple of assists. So, take that, Gabby Egbon-Lahore.
Yeah, whack the ball in after running very fast. Classic Gabby.
Yeah. He couldn't do it for Wales, though. Yeah.
Nope, because he's not good.
There you go.
Wales are generally not very...
Because they have Brendan Johnsons instead of Gareth Bales and Aaron Ramsey's and Dan James's.
Yeah. Hey, no one was ever saying Brendan Johnson was as good as Bale or Ramsey. My argument was just better than Egbon-Lahore. It's a low bar.
I said they're the same. I still stand by it. Same level. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They just run fast.
Luton, another game where they take the lead. Another game where
I'm bored of them. Honestly,
they're in the relegation zone now. Despite the Forest points deduction, they're in the relegation zone on goal difference. I mean, they've got a similar run of form to Forest. 2 points in the last 5 games. Not great. Burnley haven't lost in 3 games, which is weird.
4 points from safety, Burnley now, eh?
You know what? It could happen. Honestly,
it could happen.
Luton have been so unserious that it could happen. Honestly, and I think I'd find it quite funny. Just
it
because
would be quite funny. We have been shitting on them so much.
Yeah, they've had the chances. I mean, Sheffield United, if they managed to win a game, they'd be 4 points behind Luton as well. So maybe we just have to acknowledge that Luton are actually shit. That they're just excited.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
tell you what, I will take exciting shit over whatever we've been getting from some of the teams down there. I mean, speaking of exciting shit, Sheffield United 3, Fulham 3.
Yeah,
just absolute
that was exciting
insanity.
That was all in the second half, too.
Sheffield United going from 4-1 up to drawing 3-3 in the span of about 15 minutes.
I was very sad.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Absolute insanity. And Tommy's favourite player, Rodrigo Muniz, with a bike to end it.
Another fuck you, Tommy.
Oh,
Another
my
fuck
days.
you, Tommy moment, yeah.
That was a stunner.
Yeah.
And he was just like, get this ball, I want a winner. He's just like, get me out of here. Let's go score that
But
winner right now.
pulls off his shirt, it's just Tommy's face underneath.
Yeah.
Chris Wilder looked broken a full time.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, poor guy.
Like, do we know if it was because of that, or was it
Or
because
a
another
sandwich?
referee ate
Yeah.
a sandwich somewhere near him?
Don't think he's ever gonna let that down. Not with you. Not with
No,
you.
he's not.
Yeah.
It's the silliest thing.
Yeah.
And that, for all Chris Wilder has done, including that one very good season he had with Sheffield United when they got promoted the previous time, when they finished top half and they had the underlapping centre backs and everything. This is his legacy now. He is the sandwich man.
Yeah.
I mean, Sheffield United have had a couple of games like this where they've had leads and then just been pegged back recently. And you know what? Even with their minus 50 goal difference and their 77 goals conceded, they'd have a chance if they could close out these games.
I just want to see all of them go. I want to see. I don't want to see these guys anymore.
So,
Sheffield United,
if it was up to Tony, we would
Burnley.
relegate 5 teams this year.
Yeah, honestly, at least 4.
Take Forest and Everton with them.
Everton just for legacy. The other 4, I'm just bored of them. Yeah, they're not contributing. Just getting slapped by everyone. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, hey, look, Burnley didn't get slapped by Chelsea.
Yeah, it's Chelsea though.
What's
Yeah,
that?
it's Chelsea, though.
Yeah. Sheffield United technically didn't get slapped by Fulham, even though it kind of feels like they got slapped by Fulham.
They got slapped by Fulham. Yeah, the same way Chelsea got slapped by Burnley. Yeah, they got slapped by Fulham. It's just a different
Makes
kind
you,
of.
makes you really appreciate a good defense.
Yeah, yeah. But
I miss having a good defense.
Yeah. Somehow I envy Arsenal and their way to defend games. They're one of the best defensive or best defense in football.
I mean,
right
if
now.
you look at United in terms of goal conceded, their defense is fine for where they are in the table. It's 40 goals conceded. But watching United concede like 20 to 30 shots a game, I'm like, this
not good.
40 goals conceded is a mirage. This is because one of our centre backs and our goalie are just trying to clear everything.
I don't know how you're doing it.
Them.
I don't know how you're doing it. Honestly, it's been also from game 1.
When you say you don't know how they're doing it, do you mean United as a team or me as a fan? Because I don't know how I'm doing it as a fan this season. Like, how am I still watching these games?
God.
I suffer. I suffer for this podcast.
Yeah.
Truly, if I didn't have to come on here every week, yes, it forces me. That's not a good thing. You're just forcing me and Tommy to sit through games.
This is why we're doing this podcast.
Look at Tommy's face. Look at the light has gone out from his eyes.
I want to hear what Tony has to say here. What? Go on.
Once a week, I just want to be able to check in on you guys, see that you're doing okay, and then
For our mental health. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
exactly.
Doing okay.
Man, the Chelsea game was going on. Everyone was like, "Has anyone seen Tommy?" It's just, yeah.
I strategically placed my outdoor outings at the time of Chelsea games.
Yeah.
You start doing this for United games, man. Actually, I was smart. I managed to set up some video game time during the United game. I need to start doing that more. At least on Thursday, I can use work as an excuse to.
You'll still watch it, man. You're an addict.
Oh, for sure. It's just for the jokes, yeah.
It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
Bournemouth 2, Everton 1. Oh, gut-wrenching late own goal from Seamus Coleman of all people. Old man Seamus.
Like
puts one in his own net right after Everton equalise as well.
Yeah.
I will stand by that. Pickford comes out for an uncontested cross and then decides, I don't want it anymore. And then Coleman, you may argue, had time to react, maybe didn't. Both, okay? I don't know, but it's unfortunate. Yeah.
No, he definitely had time to react. His brain just stopped working.
It just stopped working.
Yeah. He panicked, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. You want your goalkeeper to command his box, but I mean, come on.
I mean, look, I can sympathize with that because we've all been there where you see your goalie doing something and your goalie is like, actually, I'm going to go do something else halfway through
and
doing what I was supposed to do. And your brain is just like, but you were
shit.
doing that.
Yeah.
Why have you stopped? Now the ball's hit me. Now the ball's in our net.
Yeah.
As a defender, I have been there. And
He tries to
that's
chest
what
it
the
out,
keeper
I
saved
think.
his
He tries to chest
But the
it
ball
out.
just,
Maybe,
I think the ball
maybe,
just
yeah.
bounces onto his chest, and his body's just like, yeah.
You know.
I don't know how well that will come across in the audio.
I don't know how
Yeah,
it'll
it
come
makes
across in
sense
the
on the
video, but yeah.
What I find crazier is that.
Very family guy.
Did you
yeah.
know that Dominic Calvert-Lewin at one point was like a 16 goal a season player? This
Yeah,
guy
and
at one
I
point?
told you guys that he was shit.
And
Here he is. Yeah.
And now you have
I
the-
got the injuries have absolutely killed
It's
whatever
all
he
part
had.
of the package. It's all part
and now
of the
you have
package. man. Yeah.
now you have another Dominic Solanke who he's might be going for Golden Boot this season. How far is he behind Haaland now?
I think he's 2 goals
I think
behind
he's
Haaland.
2 goals.
He's
eh?
second or third.
He's
Like,
second
he's up
with-
there
with
with it's
Salah.
him and Watkins. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
How far
he's
back
second.
is Watkins?
I think Watkins has. Well, maybe I'm mixing up Solanke and Watkins. I don't know, but yeah, one of them has 16, one of them has 15.
Okay. Yeah, because he's having a really good season in terms of his goal scoring. Yeah.
Solanke has 16. Watkins has. Oh,
Also
they all
has
have
16.
16. Yeah,
Wow.
they all
Yeah.
have 16. Look at that.
Wait, Salah as well, 16.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
Jared
okay.
Bowen is not far
Well,
behind.
it's nice that we have an actual Golden Boot race this time.
Yeah, because Haaland's malfunctioning.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah, he should be out of sight, but
We all predicted him to win the Golden Boot. at the
He will
season,
win it.
right?
he will win.
He'll win it. Yeah, I mean, I still
Probably
think he will,
still
yeah,
win
but
it.
I'm just we all
Did we
predicted it,
do?
right?
I don't. We must have done
We
predictions.
definitely
We did.
Yeah, I can't remember what I said, but yeah.
I'm
Who else
guessing
is
we
there?
did Haaland.
Who else is
I
there?
mean, yeah,
Yeah.
Salah maybe, but I don't think I know.
Nah, I don't want to say so.
Not with AFCON. Not with AFCON.
Not with Haaland. Forget
Not with
Haaland.
Holland. Speaking of Villa, they beat Wolves 2-0. Goals from Diaby and Konsa. Pretty routine stuff in this one. Not too much going on. But a good win for Villa in context, especially with the Spurs win and the United draw. Because they are now at 59 points. They're 3 points ahead of Spurs. Spurs still have a game in hand. But Villa have a better goal difference. And a fifth is also good enough to get the Champions League. United are back on 48 points, 11 points behind Villa with the game in hand, and 8 points behind Spurs, having played the same amount of games. I, for one, am looking forward to Thursday nights.
You get to practice on Thursday. Yeah, there you go.
Tommy,
Yeah.
United Chelsea was a Champions League final in 2008.
Yeah, it's
Look at
2024,
where
boys.
I mean-
look at where we've come. Look at how far we've fallen.
Yeah.
Chelsea wasn't a Champions League final 4 seasons ago? Is it now? Is
Hey,
it
you
4
won it.
seasons?
You won the
You
Champions
won it,
League.
yeah.
When we started this podcast, you
I
guys
know.
were the champions of Europe. And now both Chelsea and Tuchel have just lost their way. You both just lost your way. Tuchel's gone to a one-man league and is coming second. Which, yeah.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
see Harry Kane's face after the final?
I mean, he missed
That boy's cursed.
He missed a
That
couple
boy
of
is
really bad
cursed.
chances. Yeah. Turns out winning is not that easy. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think.
I mean, if you look at Bayern for the last 10 years, it's been pretty fucking easy.
Well, again, I guess it's not easy with Tottenham DNA. And what did Tuchel say? I need more of that. Gets Eric Dyer in. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Genius.
And then what did Chelsea do? We got Pochettino. It's just
We got more Tottenham DNA. Yeah.
Avoid Tottenham DNA. That is
Yeah.
the key to success.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Lesson learned.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully.
We'll see in the summer. But,
It's
yeah.
wild. It's wild to see Tuchel just straight up in an interview say, "Yeah, the league is done." This Bayern Munich's manager coming out and being like, "I throw in the towel. I tap out."
Yeah, he's
I
leading
mean,
this
it
up.
doesn't help that Leverkusen are 11 points clear. They've had another
The league is
late
done.
winner on the
Yeah.
weekend. Someone messaged me somewhere being like, Leverkusen are 1-0 down. Is the 80th minute, and I was like, 2-1 Leverkusen, 95th minute winner. I was off by 4 minutes.
And-
That's on me. I hold my hands up. I apologize.
If you say Patrick Schick, then you will probably be right 90% of the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Unreal form.
And I think Xabi Alonso also
Confirmed.
officially announced he's staying for
Mhm.
at least one more season. So I hope he doesn't go back on that.
Liverpool fans are, they're in mourning this morning. Yeah.
Good.
Hilarious.
Good indeed.
Mm-hmm. It does look like they're getting
also,
the sporting manager, though, and he's pretty good. I forget his name now.
Amorim.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
We almost forgot to mention Forest and Palace drew 1-1. No one cares.
Score, so we don't really need to pay attention.
Good.
Mateta scored.
Great day.
Who scored
Great
for
day.
Forest?
Chris Wood, the header.
Chris Wood. That was a very nice header. It was a very nice header.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was nice.
That
happened.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram at 442. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah.
As always, thank you for joining me, Tommy.
All right. Well, Brothers in Arms on Thursday, and
it's you and me against the world.
What do we call this match? Is there a name for it?
Shit.
Clown Car Derby.
The
Clown Car Derby.
Okay,
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I like how we've just given up on Tommy using the word of the day. It's just it's not a thing anymore.
I forgot what it was.
Easter theme. I snuck a couple Easter jokes in there as well, and Tommy just didn't pick up.
No, I did. It was an excellent joke you had earlier. I picked up on it.
Thank
Tony
you.
did not.
Thank you.
Or he didn't care at all. Yeah. That's usually the
Tony
case.
just doesn't care.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for rising with us, Tony.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Enjoyed the chat as always. Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week. Bye bye.